Hi everyone, I'm Christy Lane. Welcome to my channel where we are here to discuss money, marriage, and motherhood. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I would normally say welcome back, but this is probably one of the first videos you're seeing since this is my first actual long YouTube video. I did post a video the other day about me just stepping my 100 envelope challenge envelopes, but that was a short one. This is going to be a little bit longer. So today what I'm going to be talking about is how I am using the Budget by Paycheck planner from the Budget Mom. And since it's January and the beginning of the month, I'm going to go ahead and get that stuff set up and get that rolling and show you guys how I'm going to be doing my budget. So my yearly savings goals and events. So my goal number one is to have $2,500 set aside for Christmas. All of our family lives out of town, so I want to have $2,500 just in case we end up traveling or we have to stay in a hotel, and obviously for gifts as well. So the yearly goal is going to be $2,500. The monthly amount, so we're going to take the $2,500 divided by 12. That's going to be $208. So the due date, we're just going to put 25 December. What else for our yearly savings and events? My 1 month ahead. That's going to be something that I want to do this year. So 1 month ahead. The yearly goal for that. I wouldn't say it's a yearly goal, but it's a big one. So it's going to be $5,500. So if we take, since my due date is going to be 1 May, that will be February, March, April, May. So 4 months from now. So 5,500 divided by 4 equals 1,375. So 1,375 will be my goal for the 1 month ahead. What was my, let me go back. Oh, wait, sorry. I definitely did that wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that and that. Grab my pen tool. So the due date is actually 1 June. So it would be 5 months. So 55 divided by 5 is 1,100. That's going to be $1,100 a month. The other goal was to be 25. Only have 2,500 in debt. So the yearly goal for that is going to be 7,500, I believe. I think it might actually be a little less, but paying off more is never going to hurt, right? So my goal for that is 1 May. So if I take the 7,500 and divide it by 4, I get 1,875. That's going to be monthly, and then I think that's all my yearly savings goals that don't automatically come out, which I'll do on another page. So, but that's my goals and events. I will have a sinking fund set up for birthdays and holidays and stuff like that for my kids and my husband. So, all right. So the bills tracker. I am going to go ahead and put all my bills on here real quick. I can go ahead and time lapse this so that you don't have to listen to me write it out, but it's the basic bills: mortgage, cell phone, utilities, childcare, so on and so forth. So that was my bills for the month. My medical bills, we don't currently have any. We have really good insurance through our work, so currently we don't have any medical bills, so I'm just going to skip that. So now we're going to be moving on to January. So the program that I'm using to do this is actually in GoodNotes, and there's some tricks to this, and I will show you further on in our other videos when we do our other monthly updates. And so this was blank, so I was actually able to put the days and everything in there by myself, or the days of the week in there by myself. I decided to do a Monday start date on this calendar, but I have not put in the actual numbers, so give me a second, I'll be right back. Back. All right, so this is going to be the budget tracker. This planner is actually really awesome because it has up to 5 paychecks a month for people that get paid weekly or people that do their stuff weekly. However, we get paid bi-weekly. We get paid on the 1st and 15th, so I'm just going to keep it like that. So I went ahead, and it's awesome because when you use GoodNotes, 1, you can erase, but 2, it actually syncs to your iPad. So if you're out and about, say you want to write down like your cash denominations or anything like that, I can do that on my iPad, pull it up on my phone, and then hand it over to the teller if I need to. But I went ahead and deleted the extra ones just so I didn't have a lot of pages here to flip through. So if you're new to GoodNotes or you want to know how to do that, you click this little square up here. These pages will pop up. You click the select button. You click what pages that you want to keep. So for instance, I'm not going to print it, so I don't need that extra page, and click trash, and then that's one less page. But I like the keep the one with the quote on it because it makes you feel good, right? Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do our inflow. So we get paid, like I said, we get paid on the 1st and the 15th. So we got paycheck number 1 is going to be $3,000. And that's the actual as well because we are on a fixed income. So paycheck number 2 is going to be $2,900. Like I said, we know that's what that is going to be. So the inflow total is going to be $5,900. This is going to be my January 1st paycheck, so I'm going to put 1 January 2023. However, whoops, put 2020. Still stuck in 2020, am I right? All right, so 2023. Sorry about that. Not sure why that wasn't working. So 2023, however, it will change on the 15th because of our annual raise, but I will go ahead and update that on our next paycheck, and then it'll be set through that. But I do know that that's what we have right now, so our actual is $5,900. So for our fixed expenses, so our mortgage is going to go out on the 1st, and budget is $33.55. So that goes out on the 1st, and then we have cell phone. That also goes out on the 1st. Maybe $170, that's also fixed, so that's easy. Our utilities won't be till the next paycheck. Childcare comes out on the 1st. That's going to be $723 because that's auto. That's also a set bill. Our insurance is also going to come out on the 1st. And that's going to be at $150. That's also going to be what it is until October when it changes for our yearly rate. So that's our monthly premium for our insurance. And then for my savings, that won't actually come out on the 1st and the 15th. My goal is to save 5% automatically. So I have it set up to where when my deposit goes in for my check, that 5% automatically goes into savings. So that will come out on the 1st as well. And so that's going to be $150 for this paycheck. And that's also fixed. Okay, so for my variable expenses, I don't know if I really have any. I'm trying to think if I have any variable expenses that isn't a sinking fund. Oh, yes, we do. So we have groceries. It's just the way I have it listed. It's a little weird. We have gas. And then I think that's all we really have for our variable expenses. All of our bills are pretty much fixed. Our utilities are a little different each month, but I don't pay those until the second paycheck. So when I do the second paycheck of January, you'll see more of the variable expenses here, because that way I'll have my bills for my utilities and I'll be able to do what we budgeted and do like what our actual is for it. So, but our budget for groceries is $1,100. Not sure how much we spent yet. So I'll update that when I come back and do my second paycheck of the month. And then for gas, I have budgeted $200. So right now we're just using one car. So that's going to be our gas. And I actually need to get gas soon. So hopefully that helps. And actually what I was going to do, I just remembered, when we bought our dining room table, we actually got a gas card. So I'm going to go ahead and actually budget for that $200, take the cash out, stuff my gas envelope, and then see how much I actually save. So fixed expenses, let's go ahead and add that up. Sorry, I got to backtrack a little bit. So $33.55 plus $170 plus $723 plus $150 plus $150 is $45.48. Since they're all fixed, I'm not going to do the budget versus actual because it's all the same. So if we do 5,900 and we subtract 45.48 from that, we get 13.52. And then we're going to have 1,300 for our gas, groceries, and our gas. I'm trying to figure out how I do that because, like I said before, we use our credit cards for that. So, because we get, 5% back for gas and groceries with the credit card that we use. So, it's going to be 1,300, and then we'll see how it does. So, 1,300 minus 1352 is obviously 52. Whoops, I did that wrong. But that's going to be 52. However, because I have been getting paid and I'm just now starting this and I do have money in my bank account, I am going ahead and start my sinking funds envelopes. So I'm going to leave this blank for now until I can kind of balance it out with how I'm doing the budget. So bear with me. I appreciate you following along with me on this journey. We all got to start somewhere, right? So family, I'm going to budget 300. For that sinking fund. Actually, some of this stuff that's like the budget / actual, this is kind of a little bit off to me. Just because I have it all set for our income to work out. So I think the only thing that will really be variable and that will change will be like us paying off debt or doing my savings challenges. But for family, it's going to be $300. I'm messing up again. Wow. I really need to walk through this and do it more. So I'm going to put $150 this paycheck because the goal is $300 a month. So for Christmas, what was my Christmas goal again? 2,500 divided by 12. So that's going to be 105 that I'm going to put in there. Then for eating out, do you guys say eating out or dining out? I say eating out, but I know a lot of people say dining out. I wonder if it's like where you live or how you were brought up. It's just like the whole dinner lunch argument. So what do you say? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you say eating out or do you say dining out? I'm going to go ahead and take $25 out for eating out. For my beauty, that's going to be $75. For my clothes, it's going to be $50. Like I said, for the kiddos accounts, I'm going to go ahead and do $100. For coffee, I'm going to go ahead and do $25. And then, yeah, so that's going to be my sinking funds. Actually, sorry, y'all, this is literally me setting it up so for the first time. So that's going to be coffee is going to go over here in variable expense, but I will have an envelope for it. So I think that's why I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going to be my cash envelopes, what's actually going to be considered a sinking fund. But for my coffee, I'm going to do 25. Yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone and just put that the total is going to be $13.25. I like seeing this number because, like I said, this is like our bills minus our utilities. And so I really like seeing that number because I know that that's what we need to live, basically. Like these two total. So I like seeing that. And it also makes me really happy that we can cover this with just half of our month's paycheck. So if you look, me and my husband's income is kind of similar. It's very close to each other. And so I know that, like, if something happened to one of us, we will be okay for a little while, right? We have a little bit of savings, you know, stuff like that. So that makes me feel better. So I'll leave that there. Leave those there. So for extra debt, okay, so for my sinking fund total, let me go ahead and add that up. It's going to be 150 plus 105 plus 25 plus 75 plus 50 plus 100. It's going to be 485. Okay, so like for our extra debt, so if you look at, this is, you know, by paycheck, but if you look at that, we make a little bit more. So for our extra debt that I want to do, yeah, because my other bills will be paid in the second paycheck. But for my extra debt that I want to do, I want to be able to put $1,100 a month towards my extra debt. So my minimum payment on my card where I'm paying off my ring is going to be $527. So if I take 1,000 minus 527, that is 473. So I'm going to say 473 is what we budget. I'm just going to put Chase because that's the card that I'm using. And then we'll see what the actual is at the end of the month. So it's going to be 473. And that's going to be my extra debt. I will do my actual payment that's due isn't due until like the end of the month. So I'll be doing that on my second paycheck. So for my extra savings, so right now I have my 100 envelope challenge. I don't know what I should budget for that. Let me take out, because I want it to be all extra. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Ooh, actually, I do know what I can do is I can do, so I'm going to take that off because that's going to be like my savings challenges. So I'm going to do the 1 month ahead is going to my extra savings. So 1 month ahead is going to be, what was my month, is 1,100. So that's going to be, why can't I do math right now? Probably because it's late. It's actually like almost 10 o'clock here. So 1,100 divided by 2 is 550. That's what I thought. I don't know why that like threw me off. So that's 550. So we'll see. So when I add all that up though, it's going to be, sorry, it's throwing me off that it's kind of weird, but I think it'll even out once I get doing this. So it says to add up all this total. So 45, 48 plus 1325 plus 485 plus 473, hopefully, plus 550, hopefully. That is 7381. So 7381. I don't like how that looks. Pro tip, if you use GoodNotes and you want to like work on your writing, 1, slow down, and 2, zoom in. Best thing ever, because then it's easier, right? Instead of trying to squeeze your writing in a little square like that. So, oh yes, here's my cash envelope breakdown. Yeah, so that's my sinking funds. I'm still trying to learn, I guess. So this is going to be our paycheck date is going to be 1 January, the envelope breakdown. So this is where I'm going to add the groceries and the gas and the coffee. So that would make more sense now that I'm walking through this. So it's going to be 150 plus 105. It's going to be 1137. So that cash denomination breakdown. So it's going to be 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. All right, so if the totals, 1187 or 1137, excuse me. So for the dollars, how did I get 1137 out of that? I must have mistyped. I gotta do that over. That's not what that total is, because I was like, there's no $1 in there. I will get some ones out though for like coffee, groceries and stuff like that. But let me add that back up. 1205. I must have subtracted something somewhere. Okay. So that's what we got. So we got 1205. So we are going to need, so I'm going to do 100s in all this. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 100s for groceries. We're going to do 1 100 for gas. We're going to do 20s for the kiddos, so I'll leave that there. For family, we're going to do 1 100 there. For Christmas, we're going to do 1 100 there. All right, so for family, we're going to do 150. So that's good. We're going to do 15 there. For eating out, I'm going to do 25, so that's going to get 2, and then 2 here as well. For beauty, I'm going to do 150, 120, and 15. For clothes, I'm going to do 150. For kiddos, I'm going to do 2 50s. For coffee, I'm actually going to do 5 1s, 2 5s, and 1 10. For groceries, I'm going to do 2. So I did 2 100s for groceries, so I have 350 left. So I'm going to do 3 50s. Let me do that real quick. Minus 200 minus 150. So that leaves me with 200. So I'm going to go ahead and do, let me think. So I think I'm going to do 160 and 20s. So it's going to be 8 20s. So that leaves me with $40 left. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 10s. That leaves me at 20, and then 4 5s. Actually, I'm going to do 3 5s. 5 ones. Actually, I think I'm going to change that too, because have you ever been to the gas station? They're like, we won't accept bills over 20. That always worries me, so I will just do 5 20s for gas. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add up that groceries again, just to make sure. So 5 plus 15 and 5s plus 20 and 10s plus 160 and 20s plus 150 and 50s plus 200. Can I not math? So it's going to be 550 minus 200 minus 150 minus 160 minus 20 minus 15 minus 5. Yeah, okay. That all adds up. All right, so total count is going to be 10. And then total count is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 9. That's going to be 3. That's going to be 3, 8, 16. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 3 is 8. And then it's going to be 4, 100. So it's going to be 400. That's going to be, I think it's 400, but I just want to be sure. Yep, 400. And then 16 20s. 320. And then 30. And then 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. And then 10. This is 10. So let's add that up, make sure that matches. So 10 plus 45 plus 30 plus 320 plus 400 plus 400 equals 1205. Awesome. Good to go. So yeah, that's like my big thing. So my priority goal, I think, is just going to be to learn my new budget system. So that's going to be it, because obviously I had a few hiccups along the way. This is going to be my next paycheck. I'm just going to show you this. Flip through here real quick. That's going to be the same stuff for my next paycheck. Then this is my expense tracker. So I am going to be working on tracking my expenses, especially using cash. I'm not sure I'll need that many expense tracker pages, but we'll see what happens. So here's my debt payment plan. I'm going to work on doing this later. Just because this video is getting a little long. I will update you guys when I get my second paycheck, since most of my debt payments come out of my second paycheck. And then we'll work on our net worth tracker as well. I'll walk through you at the end of the month, so it'll probably be a beginning of February. We'll go over the whole month of January, like a closeout video. And yeah, we'll just go over this. For the meal plan, I'm not working on that just yet. I'm hoping to add that in once I get a little bit more into this whole cash budgeting thing. So it's a learning curve for me. So that was the month of January. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I really hope that you decide that you want to stay with me in this journey. It's new to me. I hope maybe I can also help some other people with their own budget challenges or money challenges. In worst case, you can just watch me stuff some cash videos. So for my next video, I'm going to try to upload every Wednesday. And so my next video will actually be me setting up my binders and everything with my cash envelopes in them. And so you might be able to see them right here. Not sure if you can, but I got some Soul Mama binders, but we'll be going more into that in the next video. So I hope you guys are having an amazing start to 2023. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue following me along. I'd really appreciate that. I'm new to YouTube, new to making videos, and yeah, I just love that you took the time to watch this video with me today. So please feel free to ask any questions in the comments, put anything in the comments, anything you'd like to see, any questions that you might have that I might have missed, and we can go over that. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for sticking around and watching my video. Don't forget to mash that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one.